Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watched from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games to play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S.
Good morning, my lovies. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all having a great day. We finally made it to Wednesday. We're halfway there. Rev just posted this, so I'm going to react to it. I heard a little bit of it, and I think it's hysterical, so enjoy, lovies. Hope this makes your day a little bit better, because it will make mine.
Don't let it go, cause if you won't let it, I won't let it go. I'll do my Billy Below for you, okay? No, that wasn't even half of it. I can sing hymn songs pretty good, okay? And that album, I'm telling you right now, okay? The album I just showed you, it's called Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights, okay? Here's the story of how I discovered him, okay? I never heard of them, right? And then somebody said to me, dude, you gotta check out the cover that they did of Wicked Game, Chris Isaak, which I always loved that song, like as a kid, growing up. I love that song, Wicked Game. And it was very, like, oh my god, I mean, the video is, like, legendary, right? The video is super legendary for being extremely erotic, and, yeah. There's a powerful imagery they got in that fucking video. I'm just gonna tell you, you know, like sex energy. Like, whoa. But watch it. You know, you don't want to be lusting or nothing. I'm literally, like, Shanny's watching Britney Spears videos right now, because apparently they're trying to break her again. You know, the Suns, oh my god. I guess I gotta talk about this. I see that this shit is coordinated around Samhain, Halloween. These cocksuckers in the industry, and this is just worldwide, the Satanists, it's the time to harvest energy. So they coordinated. They do this to certain people that are in you call media, okay? And yes, it includes Shanny. I don't care what the fuck you say. You're a liar. You were never a model. You were never this. You were never that. You're fucking pieces of shit that want to invalidate her life. She has accomplished things in her life, and she was going somewhere with it. But every time she started to get somewhere, the kibosh was put on it.
Oh, isn't that the story of you and Shanny's lives? Every single time you get a leg up somewhere, someone puts the kibosh on it. Isn't that pathetic? That is so true with the two of you. Anytime you get anywhere in life, something comes and takes it away. So you have someone else to blame. No, I don't believe Shanny was ever a model, or she would have modeling pictures thrown all over the place. Shanny's always been a big girl, so she probably was never a model, especially not back in the 80s when they looked at stuff like that. Nowadays, more kids can be all different, you know, colors, shapes, and sizes, and they can still be models. Back in the 80s, it wasn't really like that, and I know because my mother put me in pageants, just like Shanny's mother put her in pageants. That's all they were. They were just pageants. I was never a model. I was never anything like that, and that's all that Shanny did too. She wasn't going anywhere in the modeling industry. Let's be realistic.
Now you could say that's even a good thing, because the industry is so abusive, so she probably skipped a lot of abuse that could have happened to her. You know, so you could look at it as a positive thing. And I think I do, actually. That's one thing her mother probably actually did good for her, was barring her getting into those type of areas, because she could have been one of the Epstein, she probably is one of the Epstein victims.
First of all, she was not a freaking Epstein victim, and it's disgusting that you would even say that, and we'll touch more on that in a second. Secondly, I guess Betty wasn't as abusive as Shanny says then, huh, Jason? If she shielded her from being abused in the modeling field, then I guess she wasn't so bad of a mom after all. If she was so abusive, though, like you and Shanny love to say, looks like Betty wasn't as abusive as you say. More lies. And now we're going to touch on the Epstein victim scenario that he thinks he's going to get anybody to believe. Because I don't know about you, but I ain't buying what you're putting down there, Rev.
She lived in New York for a while, and she had modeling shit, okay? She went to modeling places, and she has memories that are very cloudy of bad shit. I'm not going any further, because it's for her to speak on, not me.
Ron, she did tell the story. She has no memory of it. She says it's possible because she can't really remember it all. And she said it happened in Maloof, Minnesota, not New York City. Shanny never lived in New York City. And if she did, it was not long enough of a time to become a model. I could guarantee you that. Even so, let's say hypothetically she did live in New York for a second, which she did not. She would never be accepted as a model here. Sorry, that's just the cold hard truth, Shannon. You are not model material, especially not in New York. She said, yeah, I think Epstein was there. I don't remember. It's all cloudy. I remember waking up and not remember. Lies.
But it's coordinated. The exact same time that William did this bullshit with her, Britney Spears' kids, 2 boys, are hating on her, cut her out of their lives. It's coordinated, and it's all around this season because it's about harvesting energy.
Oh, yeah. Shanny and Britney Spears have so much in common. Oh, my God. Both of their sons are not speaking to them at this moment. What a coincidence. Maybe they're sisters. Maybe they're long-distant cousins. Maybe you can get some of that money out of Britney Spears since her and Shanny are so much alike. Get the fuck out of here, please.
They want that negative, I am nothing feeling energy in people's minds, especially these highly empathic, star-quality people, which Shanny is one of them. Okay, I absolutely actually love standing up for the fact that Shanny was something, and she could have been something even way bigger, you know? And every time you guys try and invalidate that, I will come to you and say, fuck you. You're just trying to tell her she never had any kind of fucking thing in her life, and she did.
Who cares? Like, oh, if anybody is going to invalidate her, I'm going to say F you. And who gives a shit if people invalidate her? Why do you guys put all of what other people think about you as the forefront of what you have to worry about? Who gives a shit? I don't care what Shanny did 25 years ago. Couldn't care less 35 years ago. She was a child pageant girl that her mother put her in pageants. And her mother said it on when she made one of her videos. Shanny was never a model, you jackass. And who cares, in my opinion? Who cares? I'm just a person saying my opinion. Yet you two have to get your asses all in a bunch about, your panties all in a bunch, because someone might invalidate the fact that she was never a model. She never was. The truth hurts. Sorry, we don't buy it.
You can fuck yourself with that shit. But this is clearly coordinated, and it's around the season of Samhain, which we call Halloween, okay? And it's just about candy and kids going door to door. Do you know what Samhain was actually about? The priesthood in England, and you could say Celtic too, it's a thing. The Druids. In the town, if you didn't give an offering of one of your children for sacrifice, they'd put a fucking pumpkin outside your door with fat in it, and they would set it on fire, and you were marked to be abused by Satanists. Or you call them Druids. That's what Halloween was about.
Do you have any idea what you're talking about? Because I just looked it up, and some of the things you said are true, but the other things you said are not true at all. And you trying to make it something that it's not is just just attributes to the fact that you do no research. You hear things and repeat them without doing any looking into it, and then you come online and you make yourself look like an asshole every single time. If you're going to talk about something and about the ancient meaning of Halloween, do some research into it, because nothing that you just said makes any sense. Okay? Okay.
Sacrifice. Okay? Do you need a little lesson on what this stuff has done to your mind, and you've been programmed by culture to think is normal? It's not. And this country is soaked in paganism that they don't understand, and Satanism that they don't understand. And when I say Satanism, that word even has become like a fucking joke because of people like moron G-Man, Gary Moore, fucking idiot. That makes everything a joke because of how dumb he is, which is the majority of Christians.
Oh, G-Man's the idiot? He's the idiot that got a house for $1 and turned it into $160,000 by fixing it up? Something you would have been capable of doing if you had done the research and the work and taken the time to learn how to do those things like he did? That doesn't sound like a stupid man to me, Jason. That sounds like a smart man. Taking $1 and turn it into $160,000. Don't you wish? It must chap your ass every time you think about that house and the fact that you don't get a damn cent from that house. I hope it burns you every single time you think about it.
They'll talk to you about this stuff and you'll be like, well, wow, that sounded like a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, because they don't know how to actually present it to you. I want you to look up what Samhain is about. Or, as we say it as Americans, Samhain. 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 But the way you pronounce it is Samhain. And it's about harvesting fucking energy from innocent people that are good-natured people. Suck your life force and kill your ass. And they're doing it again with Britney. Go look on TMZ. Harvey Levin is a disgusting sack of fucking trash. Harvey Levin. TMZ. These people love to terrorize people that they can't express themselves because they're so fucking controlled. That's what's going on with Britney Spears. She was so controlled that she couldn't even have
I think Kevin Federline is an absolute POS, and I have absolutely not one nice thing to say about him. But when I looked this up, it does say that they are trying to bond and mend their relationship that she has with her children. I hope that's true. I don't know if it is. I just looked it up, but I hope that is true, and I hope she does get to re-bond with her children, because she was very sick for a long time. I don't think she is anymore, and I pray for her and hope that she is okay and that her life is happy, but she's building a relationship with her kids, not like Shanny is.
Goddamn cigarette. She's working in Vegas to the point where she doesn't even know, like, her own life anymore. She's a robot doing fucking shows in Vegas, and her fucking cocksucking piece of shit father won't even let her have a fucking beer and a cigarette with the backup dancers. The backup dancers and everybody else is fucking partying. She wants to party. Of course, why not? Fuck yeah. No, you can't do that. And then Harvey Levin and the fucking, all of these media sycophant fucking demons go, look at Britney, she's crazy, she's crazy, she's crazy, don't you know she's fucking nuts? Look at her. Of course her kids disowned her, she's insane. When she's done, nothing. Too many.
Her sons didn't disown her, you jackass. Shanny's sons got rid of her. Shanny's sons don't want anything to do with her. Not Britney Spears' kids. They want to be with their mom. They want a relationship with their mother. You can't compare Shanny and Britney there now, can ya? Because her kids want nothing to do with her, and I don't blame them.
Look at her behavior's so weird and erratic. Yeah, because you terrorized her to the point of psychosis. The media. I was going to do a TYT with video, fuck that. Tonight it's about this, I guess. Jesus, I only did 9 minutes. I felt like I was ranting way longer than that.
That's because your ranting feels like decades to the rest of us. And this is just such a fact. It just proves my point that he just makes these videos. He has no content. He has nothing to talk about. Shanny told him some shit about Britney Spears and he's running with it without even doing any research. Oh, I've only been on for 9 minutes. He only comes on to make these videos hoping he'll make some money off of them, which he will not because he's not monetized and no one's sending him any money. But it's pathetic. Yeah, you've only been on for 9 minutes. Feels like an eternity to the rest of us.
People treat celebrities like they're not human. People treat celebrities like they don't have feelings or emotions. People treat celebrities as products. And if you don't live up to the image of the product that the company that you work for wants, they will destroy you. They will rip your mind apart to the point where you don't know who you are anymore. And then they'll lock you up for as long as they want. Until somebody like, God bless him, Sloan comes along and goes, hey, this is bullshit. We love Britney, and she's being fucking abused. And then they got her out of it. Fucking praise God for that. 13 years she was in that bullshit, and she got out of it. And now her sons turn their back on her. Her piece of shit scumbag ex comes out with a book right after the child support goes bye-bye. What a scum-sucking fuck Kevin Federline is. But this is what's done to celebrities, because they are nothing more than a product to be put in front of people for fucking disgusting males to jerk off to.
God, you're such a disgusting person. You really are. That was so fucking disgusting. And no, that's not all that she's treated for, so men can do that. No, she's extremely talented. She's an extremely talented dancer. She can sing. She's an entertainer. She always has been. What the hell? And her sons are not turning their backs on her again. Do your fucking research, you pig. How dare you? You come on here and act like that and you think you're ever going to get anywhere on YouTube? Good luck to you, you fucking fool. You're gross.
These are people. They're not products. They're people with feelings, emotions, minds that can be broken. You don't care about that, though. As long as she can get up on that fucking stage and shake her ass and look hot for the crowd that paid to see her, you don't give a shit what she goes through.
Oh, is that all she's good for? Is getting up on a stage and shaking her ass and looking hot? Because I can tell you right now, if I had tickets to go see Britney Spears, that would not be the reason I was going to see her. But you're so disgusting and you're such a vile little creature that's what you come up with. That's what you think. But you don't give a shit what she's going through either. All you care about is yourself and that wildebeest you married.
Why? Because she's not a human to you. She's basically, an ass like this with a fucking price tag on it. Why do you think that she's been doing nothing but videos, Instagram videos, where she's like half nude and like implying sexual things? It's because that's what they made her. That's what she's telling you they made her. This is what they wanted me to be. So here I am. And then what do they do to her after that she gives them what she wants, what they want, which is her half nude fucking crazy? They say, oh my God, she's crazy, put her away. When that she's given them exactly what they wanted, which is her half nude. She couldn't even have a fucking private shower when she was working in fucking Las Vegas. She was a product that was controlled. She wasn't human. And I'm telling you, you can laugh at me all day if you want to. You can tell me I'm a liar. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I've been in her life now 8 years. And this is the same shit that was done to Shannon. Is it on that scale of Britney Spears where it's on TMZ and everything? No. But if you do a search for Shanny for Christ, one of the first things you're going to see is the most disturbing Christian on YouTube, Shanny for Christ.
You mean to tell me that if I look up Shanny for Christ, Ford Modeling Agency isn't going to absolutely pop up immediately? Look at this stunner. Look at this star, everyone. She is famous. Don't say otherwise or Rev will come for you.
And it has probably 2 million views now. Or getting to 2 million views. You don't think that she's a star? She is a star.
No, the person that made the YouTube video that got the views is the one who's a star. Shanny, making a video about what a horrific Christian Shanny is does not make her a star. Whether it got 2 million views or 8 million views, it does not change the fact that Shanny is not a celebrity. Neither are you, Jason, and you never will be. You really need to get a grip on reality. Shanny is not a star of any kind. She's infamous on YouTube for being a horrific human being, for being abusive and neglectful to her children, for using the N-word when she had no business doing so. That's what Shanny is. She's a joke. She's a lolcow. She's not a star of any capacity, and she never will be, and she never was. So you could say whatever you want, but we don't believe you.
And this is what they do to the highly empathic, good-natured people that are in media. They eviscerate their fucking soul. Aaron Carter. I tried to connect with him. You know, there was a time when he was really going through the shit where I was on, I think it was mostly Instagram shit. I was trying to connect with him before he passed on because it looked like he was going to die.
Okay, so you guys know how I feel about Aaron Carter. I was very hard on him for a very long time when he was in his addiction. I wanted him out of that addiction. I think Aaron Carter was a talented kid. I think he got into drugs very young. I think that his overdose was as sad as it could be, but could I say that I didn't see it coming? I did see it coming, and that's why I made so many videos about him. Because a lot of them, some of them I was angry at him in, and the other ones I just wanted him to get help. I have not recordings, but voice memos between me and Aaron on my Instagram to this day. Rev is a compulsive liar. He had no idea who Rev and Shanny were. I know that because I spoke to Aaron Carter about Rev and Shanny, funny enough, and I can prove it. So if anybody doubts me, hit me up and I'll let you listen to me and Aaron's voice memos back and forth to each other, where he thanked me after we talked about his addiction and what he had to do to get through it for his son and for Melanie. I have all of those things saved. Rev never spoke to Aaron Carter in his life. Not on Instagram, not on YouTube, not on the phone, not fucking anywhere. He's a liar and he is making this up because, again, he has no content. None. Nothing. Aaron Carter struggled with drug addiction for most of his life. And being a drug counselor, I knew what was going to happen. Way before it did, I've seen it one too many times. Over, and I can't even tell you how many funerals I've been to of clients that I've had who have overdosed. It is an epidemic that is killing people. You never met him or spoke to him,
so I'm like, hey,
liar.
dude, I about the same vibe as you. We're Christians. It's like, I'm praying for you, man. You got to pull yourself out of this shit. Because, I mean, he looked like he was, at the end, he was looking like he was like 110 pounds soaking wet. They had sucked every bit of life out of Aaron Carter that they could. Every little bit of it that they could. And what happened to him? Well, you know what happened to him. Dead in a fucking bathtub from drugs. Because why? These people can't exist without substances to dull their existence. Because it's made so miserable and insane because of media, mainly.
Okay. You could say that celebrities get into drugs because of the pressure of being a celebrity. I can take that remark and give it, I guess, a thumbs up. I don't know what else he's talking about. Do you know how far addiction reaches? Do you know how bad it is in this country with addiction right now? No, you don't. You just talk out of your ass as usual. But addiction is everywhere. Guaranteed, every one of us know someone who is affected by drugs and alcohol, and some of us have lost people to addiction. I've lost many people to addiction, and it was horrific what Aaron Carter went through. And I'm not saying it's not. And I have a lot of videos where I was very angry at him. But at the end of the day, all I wanted was for him to get better. I wanted him to live a nice, long life. That family, out of 5 children, lost 3 of them, and all of them were to drug addiction. That's heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. But notice all 3 of them were not in the celebrity world. Only Aaron and Nick were. There's a lot I could tell you guys about Aaron Carter that maybe you are interested in. And if you are interested in it, I will do a whole video on my relationship with Aaron and how our relationship was when he passed away. Jason knows nothing at all.
Fans are fans, which is cool. They love their fans. But, sorry, little camera adjustment. I want the books in there. Should I start talking about the books? We go top to bottom. We take Fritz Springmeier's Bloodlines of the Illuminati. Go through that. Take Albert Pike's Morals and Dogma. Go through that. Oh, man, and then the next one's a big one. Behold a pale horse. Behold a pale horse with Bill Cooper. You'll go to me, hey, Rev, you're brain damaged. Yeah, I am.
Oh, who called you brain damaged? Because I 1000% agree with them. You are brain damaged, Jason. You're brain damaged, you're abusive, you're a liar, you're a grifter, you're an e-beggar, you're lazy. You can't get a job. Even if you could, you wouldn't be there very long because you can't help from getting yourself fired from every opportunity that God hands you. I would 1000% agree with the fact that you are brain deluded in multiple ways. This whole video is a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of shit he did no looking into and just wanted to come on here and say that Shanny was one of Epstein's victims. I'm sorry I'm laughing because it's not funny at all, but the thought that she would even involve herself in something like that makes me sick to my stomach. And Jason being dumb enough to believe it, yeah, buddy, you are brain damaged. Very, very brain damaged. And you prove it more and more every single time you come on the internet. You never fail to make a complete ass out of yourself. And you're such a miserable human being that all you do is sit here and yell and scream and act like a little bitch every single day. We don't care. If Shanny's so affected by all of this, then Shanny can go and log herself off the internet and work on her own mental health problems. You, sir, need to get on some medication and actually get a diagnosis because you're just a loser at this point.
Do you know I lack gray matter in my brain? Because I have severe bipolar 1. Do you know what my brain looks like? Pretty. When I had my salvation event and I went through some shit, they did a brain scan on me. I remember that. You know, I was in a mental ward and I was strapped down to a bed because I fucking tackled one of the guys, and I was strapped down to a bed. That's when I got saved, and I got all kinds of prophecy and shit from God, and Jesus saved me and hugged me and healed me. At least I think it was Jesus himself. I think. But maybe it was one of the angels. That'd be fine too.
First of all, you didn't tackle anybody, okay? You couldn't tackle a toddler. Secondly, the angels came to you while you were strapped down to a bed and they saved you and they cured you, so I guess you don't have bipolar 1 anymore? Can we stop using that as an excuse? Because according to you, the angels... the angels saved you. So I don't know. You must be clear then. You must be no longer a person with bipolar 1 since, you know, the angels came down while you were tackling guys and fixed it all for you. Do you ever listen to yourself and actually think, yeah, what I'm saying sounds true?
But they put these probes on my head. I remember my mom came every day. Beautiful. I really miss my mom.
Yeah, I really miss my mom too. I lost my mom to cancer, just like Jason lost his mom to cancer. Yet it's okay with him that Shanny lies and lied for years about having cancer. And you don't see how offensive it is to those of us who have been directly affected by cancer. I miss my mother every second of every damn day. And for you to come on here and say, I miss my mom, when you're with a woman who lied to us all about having breast cancer, you should be absolutely ashamed to be with a woman like that, because we are all ashamed of her. We all find her absolutely deplorable for saying the things that she said about having cancer and how it was all a big fucking lie. You two are the worst. The worst.
My uncle's been so amazing, and I love him so much. And you fucking demons have gotten to him. You mess with him too. You fucking piece of shit demons. You are gonna pay. I promise you that there's going to be heat on a level that you've never felt before with absolute darkness. You're gonna wish you were never born someday. I promise you.
Oh, I'm not worried about going to hell, Jason. I'm not worried about the flames in hell and how hot it's going to be and how I'm going to wish I was never born. I don't believe in the same things you believe in at all, not even close. But for you to think that because you were affected by other people on the internet somehow, that they're all going to burn in hellfire and you're going to wish you were never created and blah, blah. This is how Christians speak? Interesting. Didn't think that's how that worked.
Oh, Rob, that's not very Christian. Yes, it is. God looks evil in the eye and says, you're nothing. And then he goes like this, and you're eviscerated. Why? Because God created evil too. You're just a tool for the creator. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't even believe in God. He believes in you. And so does Satan. Your buddy is Satan. Why don't you do the flip? You gotta flip it. And make your buddy God. And then you start doing really cool shit. You might even want to start a channel like I got. Which no, excuse me. Holy shit. The point of this video is this. We hold these celebrities up like, oh my God, they're so talented and they're amazing. But we treat them in real life like they're less than nothing. Oh, they got all this money, they gotta be happy. No, every one of them will tell you that your money is not gonna make you happy. And boy, that's true.
Oh, is that so, Jason? Money doesn't make you happy? No, I agree. I don't think money makes anybody happy. But I know that Jason, being in the situation he's in now, would be very happy if someone could just, Venmo him or Cash App his $8 millionth Cash App that he's had to make because he's a little scammer who likes to play with the payment venues and gets himself blocked from them. Remember when you had money, Jason? Remember how much easier things were? You weren't just squatting in Uncle Tommy's house. You actually had money to go do things and go to concerts and go out to dinner and DoorDash and buy the latest iPhone and the biggest TV you could fit in the room. Remember all that? That made you pretty happy, didn't it, Jason? So before you say that money doesn't buy happiness, make sure you stand on business when you say so, because you enjoyed having money very much and now you've got squat.
You're going to be a lot more comfortable if you have money like I did. I was very comfortable. I guess I was too comfortable for God. The priest of God is a little too content. We gotta shake it up a little bit. Then you'll go, Rev, why the hell are you believe in a God that's like that? Why? Because I know that what I'm going through is simply for his glory, number one. And number two, I'm going to come out a better person at the end of it. I just know that. Because that's the purpose of a trial in a Christian's life. Is so that you learn from the experience, you understand the mistakes you made, if any, and at the end of it, you're a better person. That's the whole point of the trials that you go through as a Christian. It's not because God hates you. It's not because God doesn't exist. It's because getting through something will make you stronger. It really does. I feel that. I'm living proof of it because I think I am stronger. My vessel is extremely broken. My brain is a trash heap. But for some reason, I'm still able to communicate half decent, probably because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. By the grace of God, I can still preach. And do this with a camera in front of me. I can still do this. But my mind is very broken. And this whole, like I've said to you guys, this whole experience with trolls and their harassment have made, it turned a person that was very normal. And very nice to every single person I came in contact with. Because my mom taught me to be that way. So my whole life I was basically masking. And just making sure to be as polite as I can be to everybody, which is a good way to be, I think. But it also puts a target on your head that, oh, you're a person that can be taken advantage of. And that's true. That's true, because you're kind. People see the kindness in your heart. They see it. And if they see that and they're evil, they want to exploit it. So this is where Jesus comes in and he says, be as wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Being wise as a serpent means you know the ways of the devil. Jesus is literally telling you, be very aware of the tools of the devil, of how he can fuck you over. That's being wise as a serpent. And harmless as a dove is self-explanatory. Do no harm, ever. To anyone, including your enemy. That's Jesus. It's Buddha, too. Really? Buddha's in heaven, it's a guarantee. You want to fight me on that? Oh, I'll fight Mike Hoggard on that, or fucking Peterson. You know, any of these Calvinist-type Christians. Any Christian that wants to say that Buddha's in hell. You're a fucking idiot. He was a peacemaker. Do you know what Jesus said about peacemakers? Theirs is the kingdom of God. You will see Buddha in heaven. That's 100%. He's there. If you don't like it, then you don't belong in heaven. Oops. Wow, look at the shine on my cross. That's Jesus coming out. You see that? Look at that. That's almost like a supernatural shine on the cross. Look at that. Wow, wow. That's a power of Jesus right there. The light. The light, demon, the light. Brittany loves Jesus. Brittany loves Jesus. Brittany loves Jesus. And you fucking Satanist, Luciferian scum are not going to beat it out of her. I know you want to do every way you can imagine to try and get that girl to break and to have her faith fall. It's not gonna. It's not gonna. Because Jesus loves her. Because she has a good heart. She's got a pure spirit. And you want to exploit and suck that spirit dry until she's dead. That's what you want. Jesus Christ has her in his hands. Just like Shanny. These girls that are going through all this horrible fucking shit and being put through the ringer, Jesus Christ loves them like a beloved, beautiful jewel. Irreplaceable. That's how Jesus views those girls. These kind-hearted, wonderful beings. Michael Jackson was one of them. I said Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter absolutely, loved Michael. It's the same type of spirit. It's namaste. It's I love you. Isn't it crazy in this world where you have some people that if you say I love you to them, they look at you weird? Like that asshole G-Man. He was trying to make something weird out of us saying, like, oh, we love you. Thank you for doing everything that you've done for us. We love you. That's weird. I thought it was real weird. No, you didn't. You didn't think it was weird at the time. It's Christian love. But you're a liar, Gary. You say we wanted some kind of weird threesome bullshit. You're a psycho. You're a fucking narcissist scumbag. That's what you are. Look in the mirror.
I'm sensing a lie. I'm picking up on a lie. You and Shanny were the ones that said that G-Man was looking for some threesome action. You guys said that. He never said that. He never said that unless he said it recently and I didn't see it. But in the past, that was never said except by Shanny and Rev. That he was looking Shanny up and down and he was eyeballing her. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he couldn't believe how big she was in person.
And see a fake. You're a fraud of a person. You put on this facade of Christianity and even put on a show on a fucking channel. You know that Jesus Christ is going to spit you out as soon as he sees you enter heaven or get to the door. You're not getting into heaven, not for nothing. The way you treated two people that gave you nothing but charity and love. You're an ungrateful sack of shit. You hear that? And I hope you lose everything you have now. I hope you have nothing and are homeless again as soon as possible. That's not very Christian, Rev. Yes, it is. God is not a God of no judgment. Do you understand that? This pussified, limp-wristed, pinky in the fucking finger Jesus stuff is bullshit. Jesus is about love, 100%, but there's a side of him that's about justice as well. And what does justice entail? Punishment for those that are in violation of his laws, which are what? Love people and love God. You gotta start treating celebrities like they're people, because they are people, and they need help. And Britney, everybody needs to pray for Britney Spears right now. Pray that Jesus Christ covers her life and protects her and people like her, like Shanny. That there's absolute protection around them, that the angels will defend against these disgusting Luciferian pieces of shit that want them dead. We need to pray for their spirits and their protection. Amen, hallelujah, hallelujah, and fuck you, Satan.
Well, my lovies, that was... I don't even know what that was. I don't even know where he was going with half of it. But all I know is someone who is that filled with rage and misery and anger and loves to tell people that they're going to burn in hell and that they're awful people and we treat celebrities wrong and we do this. And Shanny was an Epstein victim. That I find to be beyond repulsive of anyone to say, especially when they know that it's not true. The things that the victims of Epstein went through, Shanny wouldn't survive a second of. She wasn't affected by Epstein in any way. She's never met him. He's never taken a picture of her. He was never in Duluth, Minnesota to do so, like she originally said. Now she was born in New York City or lived in New York City. Bullshit. No, she didn't. No, she did not. And if she did, she didn't live anywhere near anywhere where there's modeling agencies or auditions. There's nothing like that in most parts of New York. Unless you're in the city or in Manhattan, which is the city to me, you're not working in the modeling agency. And I'm not dumb enough, and none of you are dumb enough to believe that Shannon was ever a model. Maybe when she was a little girl, her mom had some modeling pictures made up of her. I'm sure she was a cute kid at one point, maybe. But no. No. This is disgusting. This is, again, him having no content, so he comes online to make some bullshit video that then we all have to react to because he makes such an ass out of himself. It's just to put content up so he hopefully makes a buck or two. Like, nobody's going to watch this except the people that want to react to it and then make their own videos like I'm doing. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this. I would have spent more time on it if I had more time this morning, but I don't. Please hit the like on your way out if you enjoyed this. I love you guys very much, as you know, and I'll be back soon. Soon. Oop. That was a mistake. I love you guys very much, and I'll be back soon, and I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. And we're almost to Friday, so hang in there. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.